Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. The apron's going on. That's because today we're going to do some baking. And we're going to do some desserts. Now, there are a ton of great places to find fantastic dessert recipes on YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked tying this. If you want gorgeous looking desserts that are decadent and put together expertly, then check out Susan at Rhubarb and Cod. She does some absolutely amazing stuff. You want some stuff a little on the wacky side? Then check out Jim at Jim's Kitchen. He puts ingredients in there you would never imagine. It seems to come out great every time. Here at the Galley of the Sun, when I'm baking, one, you can probably expect disaster. That's why I've already put the apron on. Number two, it's going to be something that has about 1,000,000 calories per bite in it. And number three, oh yeah, there's going to be booze. I hope there will. So let's get it going. Today we're making Drunken peanut butter cup poke cake. We'll get started. I have 2 boxes here of Ghirardelli's brownie mix using the ultimate chocolate today. We're going to make this according to the cake directions. And also my oven is preheating to 325 degrees in preparation for this wonderfulness. And with the maximum possible mess, the syrup packets have gone in. And with that goes 4 tablespoons of agua to get it a little Mexican flair, a ½ cup of veggie oil, and 4 chicken seeds. All of that gets mixed together. Once you have achieved homogenization, then get yourself a 9x13 baking dish. Get that greased up. In goes your mix. And then that's going in the oven for about 40 to 44 minutes. As that's cooking, we will get to the next step, which is making the filling. Cake's finishing up, now we're going to make the filling. First of all, I'm going to take a ½ cup of milk in a medium saucepan. I'm going to heat that until it simmers, then I'm going to bring it back over here and we'll do the rest of the steps. Milk is just starting to simmer, so it comes off the heat and in goes in 1 ounce of chocolate chips. And we're going to let that set for just a couple minutes. Chocolate chips have been sitting for about 2 minutes in that warm milk. Now we're going to whisk all that together until combined. Then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of peanut butter, creamy, and if you love the people you're making this cake for, Jif. And then a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now we're going to whisk all that together. Now that that's all combined and smelling chocolate peanut buttery delicious, we're going to reserve about 3 tablespoons of it to de-rizzle on the top of the cake once we have it all done. All right, and we set this aside and wait for the cake. Cake is out and cooling, filling has been made, now let's knock out the frosting. In a large bowl, I have 1 stick of softened butter, so that's a ½ cup. To that, we're gonna add ½ cup of peanut butter. And as always, all the amounts and the instructions are down in the description below. I always recommend you read that if you're gonna make this by listening to what I say. Now we're going to use our hand mixer. Oh, it's because they're backwards. It's a lesson we learned in an earlier video. There's actually an order these go in. Now using our hand mixer, we're going to get those 2 mixed together. Perhaps my butter could have been a little softer, because I'm flinging this stuff all over the place. All right, not seeing any lumps. Now we set this aside and grab a second bowl. Nope, that wasn't true at all. So back to our original bowl, we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, incorporate that. Then we're going to add our 1/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. Get all that mixed together. Now we're going to set that aside in a separate bowl. I'm going to take 3/8, yes, 3/8 of a cup of heavy cream. And we're going to whip that until we get stiff. And we're going to whip that until we get stiff peaks. And we are there. So now we're going to add that whipped heavy cream in with our peanut butter mixture. We're going to mix that on low until we just have it incorporated. All right, we're there. Now we're going to set that aside. In this third bowl, we are going to melt 9 ounces of chocolate chips. All right, we're going to take those chocolate chips we've melted in the microwave and get to mixing, and we're going to add in our 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And the drunken component of this are 3 tablespoons of Godiva liqueur. Once you have that fully mixed up and you don't see any lumps, then it goes back in with the peanut butter mixture and it all gets mixed together. You may need to take your spatula a time or two and get those sides down in there. All right, and once you see no more peanut butter streaking in there, it's all homogeneous, you can set this aside. Find somebody you love to lick off your beaters. And if you really love them, unplug it before you give it to them. All right, let's get this all put together. So we're going to take our cake that's been cooling for about 30 minutes here. Find an implement with a wooden handle that is round, and then poke a bunch of holes in it. This is the poke of the poke cake. You need not put that apart on film there, editor. Now into your poked holes. I've got chocolate on my face, don't I? Now into the holes that you poked in that cake goes that filling we made earlier. If you disturb the top of your cake a little bit, that's okay, because all that delicious frosting is going on it. Now this is going in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to let that filling set up. Then we'll pull it out, frost it, and give it a try. So after its 30-minute set in the refrigerator, looks like our filling is set, so let's get that frosting on, and then give this a try. All right, get our filling here, give it the de-rizzle. And some mini chocolate chips. Again, for aesthetics and for the texture. And one for the floor, because the cats love chocolate.
Yeah.
And there you go. Another great topping for this would be some crushed up peanut butter cups, but I don't have any in the house right now. But I'll tell you, this stuff is going to be absolutely amazing. I just ate, so I'm going to get a small piece here, just enough to give this a try. All right, moment of truth. It is moist. It is chocolatey. You can taste the peanut butter and that little kick that the Godiva gives us. Absolutely delicious. Hey, what is your favorite cake? Put it down in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.